Yeah, just a wee bit of history about Quasar Productions and Bardman Incorporated and Bradford Morse. You see, I was a top flight wrestling coach, and I had a bunch of major contenders for the heavyweight wrestling championship crown. But it seems like every time I would bring a wrestler to the championship match, I'd run into this fella called the Strangler, who had a thing called the pretzel hold. And once you got in the pretzel hold, you lost all consciousness. Your head got light, and you got dizzy, and you passed out. And then the strangler would pin my guy. So I was working on many strategies, and I was disgusted. So I practically was ready to quit. And I was driving through the Midwest, and I looked over in this farm, and I saw this Greek muscle-bound Adonis kid, like 6'10", 285 pounds, throwing bales of hay with one hand each just onto this truck. And I was like, I stopped the car and I go, there's a prospect that maybe I could take on the Strangler with this kid. So I went there and I told him who I was, and I talked to the kid's folks, and I gave him a good stipend, and so they let me take the kid. So I took him under my wing, tutored him. I showed him all my moves, showed him all my tricks. Many years of being a top flight coach. And I got a few preliminary bouts, and we were stomping friggin' ass. Me and the kid. That's what I called him, the kid. And I was like a father. I was like an uncle to him, you know. And it went really well. And these preliminary matches, we won them. And we finally got a championship bout with the Strangler. This was my chance to redeem myself and my career. It was in Madison Square Garden. 17,000 people. Packed. Right to the tilt. Right to the hilt. Filled. It was a Donnybrook going back and forth. It was an epic battle of epic strength. On both sides of the coin. Strangler and the kid. Back and forth. Woo, woo, woo! It was like bad. It was super. Super colossal badness. And all of a sudden, though, at the very end, there was like a minute and a half left in the final round. And it was pretty much a draw on points. Out of nowhere, the friggin' Strangler, of course, gets the kid in the pretzel hold, right? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, again? The friggin' pretzel hold? So I threw him. I was disgusted. I just got up out of the ring. He's down and out, and I just started walking out of the arena. And I was about 3/4 of the way up the gangway, getting out of the arena. And all of a sudden, I heard the crowd going friggin' wild. It was just going pandemonium. And I turned around and I run down there. And I run down to the ring, and the ref is holding up the kid's hand. He won, and I didn't see it. So I jumped in the ring, went over, and I was hugging the kid, and I, kid, you did it! What the hell happened? He goes, well, coach, he had me in that stupid pretzel hole, and I was starting to go out of consciousness. I was starting to faint, but I looked up in the corner of my eye, out of the corner of my eye, I looked up, and I saw a big hairy set of balls. So I reached my chin up as far as I could reach, and I go, you bit the Strangler by the balls! You bit the Strangler by the balls! And he goes, no! I bit my own balls! And you wouldn't believe the burst of energy it gave me!